Hello grade 5. Welcome back to your English class. Today we will be starting a new lesson, that is Friends at the Sea Escape. This is your first lesson of volume 3. In today's topic we will be learning about the uses of will and might. So I'll be asking you some questions. Let's have a look at this slide. What things do you see? What are the things that you see in this slide? So we can see an underwater city in this slide, right? Are they real or imaginary? They are imaginary. Can such things happen in the future? It could be a yes or it could be a no. You may say such things might happen in the future. What are the things that you think will surely happen? According to you, what are the things you think will surely happen? So, there will be water everywhere because of global warming. Okay? Or you can also write, we might live underwater in the future. Okay? So, for today's class, I want you to think of two things that will definitely happen in the future and two things that might happen in the future. Okay? So, write it down and come back to the video. Write it down and come back to the video. Okay, assuming that you have written down two things that will definitely happen in the future and two things that might happen in the future, let's have a look. Okay, you are predicting 100 years from now. So let's have a look. I have also written down a few things just to explain to you the uses of will and might. Now, inventions or changes that might happen 100 years from now. Okay, will means it is definitely going to happen. It's sure to happen. Might is it might possibly happen. Okay, it may not also happen. So look at this one. There will be water everywhere. Now, I've written will because I feel that there will be water everywhere 100 years from now because of global warming. Now, I have written there will be no jungles and land animals. Why? Because if there is global warming, oceans are going to rise, land is going to be covered with water. And where will those animals stay? Okay, so maybe, in the future, this could happen and I feel it will happen. There will be robots to teach us. Even today, we see robots. So I feel in the future, there will be robots who will be teaching you. Or maybe you will be sitting in your room and there'll be a robot for every child. You may not have a school. Okay, so sure to happen. Now let's look at the possible to happen. Might. Okay, so over here I've used might. We might live underwater in the future. We might play with fishes. There might be no books made of paper because if we don't have trees, definitely we will have to use other resources. And even today, most of us, we have phones, we have laptops, right? We can even study through our phones as you are doing right now. So maybe, in the future, there would be no books and you would be writing on tablets or writing using your laptops, okay? So let's look when you should use will and when you should use might. So both will and might, are used to talk about hopes and predictions for the future. So whenever you talk about the future, you always use will and you use might, Will is used when we are certain things will surely happen. So if you are certain that this thing will happen, you can use will. For example, I will come to your house tomorrow. Or, I will eat dinner today. That is something which is surely going to happen. If you're talking about the future, you can say, there will be flying cars in the future. Or, students will study on tablets in the future. Means you're 100% sure that this is going to happen. As for might, might is used to show things that are possible but not certain. Means you think that it could happen but you're not 100% sure. So it could be humans might live on other planets in the future. We are exploring other planets. So humans might live on other planets in the future. Okay, that could be one example. Or you could write, humans might take tours to other planets. We're already planning, okay, to visit the moon. There are people who have already booked their tickets, so it could be possible, right? Okay, or you could write, robots might do our homework in the future. So that's up to you, whatever you want to write. Just remember that when you use will, it is something that will surely happen, and when you use might, it is something that could happen in the future. Clear? Now for today's homework, I want you to read your content book. It is a beautiful story. You will really enjoy it. It's about science fiction, okay? That means a lot of the things over here are imaginary that could take place in the future. It is about a place called the Sea Escape, which is in the bottom of the ocean. So I want you to read this lesson so that in our next class you will be thorough with the lesson, okay? And for your homework today, you have to do S1. Now S1, the first question is, imagine that you are living 100 years in the future. Answer the questions in complete sentences. Remember, you need to answer in complete sentences. Will you study on a tablet? Yes, I will study on a tablet. So you will write yes, then you will put a comma, and then I will study on a tablet, because the question is asking you will. Okay, the question starts with will. If the question has might, then you will answer with might. Okay, what might you do with the tablet? I might do my homework with the tablet. Okay, so if the question asks you will, then you answer with will. If the question asks you might, you will answer with might. Okay, then question number 2 is, fill in the blanks with will or might. Remember, will is that you're sure it's going to happen. Might is you think it could be possible, but you're not sure. Okay, and then question number 3 is, write a paragraph about things that you think will surely happen and things that you might happen in the story Friends at the Sea Escape. So once you have already read the story, just write, okay, what you think will happen and what you think will not happen. Okay, might happen. What you think will happen and what you think might happen. Just write about 3 or 4 sentences. Okay, maybe 2 sentences for will and 2 sentences for might. Okay, so you can write, just looking at the pictures, you can write, okay, there will be children living in the sea escape, like that. Just look at the pictures first and then write. Okay, later on you can always read the text. So that's all for today. You also have some PQ homework, so go through your homework. In case you have any doubt, feel free to give me a call or to message me. So stay safe and happy learning. Bye bye.